Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex Combative back again today with a brand new video, and as was down in the title below, will be the topic we're talking about today. So we're actually going to be talking about Recreators episode 4, and throughout the reel we find out that Meteora's creator died, which was a smack in the face, and I was just kind of like, holy crap, whoa, like I did not see that coming. I was really taken aback, but I was kind of like, oh, holy crap, and you do see the reference from the creator of Celestia. He says, well, whenever you hit the age of 30, things like this happen. And, I'm just kind of like, wait a minute. 30's young as hell. And what he's referring to right there is a simple fact that Japan is not a healthy place to be. With the pollution that's over there, being overworked and stuff like that, because he knows what game makers and manga creators and anime producers, he knows what they go through. He's referring to the hard time living in Japan because of the health reasons, right, and the overworking. And once again, in this video, I actually have my pen in my hand still, not sure why, but it's just there, right? So we actually could dive in deeper to the actual narrative of this plot, the actual story of this plot, and that is that the world will come to an end if these people from animes and games stay there, like Celestia and Meteora. And I stated, don't pray for a relationship, because it's not going to happen. There's no way it's going to be allowed to happen. With what was given away this episode, it was plain and simple. They can't stay there, or else the world will be actually reset. It'll start from the beginning, I guess, essentially, right? We got what it was. We didn't get context to help support what it was. We just got the main idea, right? So essentially it's called restoration, which restoration is the thing that brings things that shouldn't exist in a world into that world and make it make sense. And I really like how they explained the whole context thing, or how they explain it in context, I should say. I really like how they explained that, hey, the restoration thing and why the world will end is actually because it'll go against the laws of physics, and the world just won't be able to keep up with that. Like, whoa, what the hell? This isn't supposed to happen, and it'll disturb the equilibrium, I believe they say. So I was just kind of like, that's a really good way of explaining that, and I enjoyed that, because a lot of shows, one, their plots are more simplistic, which, yeah, resetting the world, destroying the world, which essentially is what it is. It's pretty simple, right? Okay, we've seen stuff like, just the narrative of destroying the world. Yeah, we've seen that, but we haven't seen, a lot of shows explain it in that detail. And the fact that they took it, went out of the way to help explain that, because they could have just said, if we stay here, the world will be destroyed. And that would have been it, and we definitely could have been satisfied with that, right? We could have been, but they went into the laws of physics and how it disturbed the equilibrium and stuff like that. And explaining stuff like that that's how you go beyond and above and make a really good show, and that's what they're doing. That's what Troyeka, the studio. It's a newer studio, I believe. I've never heard of them, but that's what they're doing, and great job by them. That's how you should write a story. You should give context like that. And I like how they had Meteora actually play her game, and that's what was going to decide what kind of person she's going to end up being. When she just sit on the sidelines and watch, which was kind of like, whoa, she's actually thinking about just sitting on the sideline, just watching the world come to its demise, or what if she's going to try to stop this? Her character's pretty bland in the sense of, we know what she is. She's kind of like an informant, kind of like from SAO. She knows all this information. She's able to find that information, and she's supposed to just guide the hero on his way. And I like the fact that, we see, you're a product of your environment, and we see her adapting to her environment. She even goes out of the way to play a game. She enjoyed it, and then I don't know if I want to say develops. I don't know if I want to say that, but I guess we'll go with that. She ends up getting character development through the video game, understanding what this world is about. The world building is actually helping her. The world building of the game helped her understand the game, right? She's like, whoa, they actually put a lot of time and effort. And I think that was just really kind of taking a shot to the thoughts of otaku in general. This is what otakus look for in games: the graphics, the art, the animation, and in anime. So I think it's just taking that and just kind of making it a part of her, essentially Meteora's character, and I did really enjoy that. But we also do learn that, hey, the author of the Military Princess is actually alive. And she knows Sota. So, who is, and it was, I believe it was a female name, 100% it was a female name last episode that the Military Princess mentioned. So once again, I'm just thinking of all the females we went through, and they know Sota. Could it be Sota's mom? Did she used to draw? We don't know anything about Soda's mom to know that. But once again, how does she know Soda? Like, it's driving me crazy. How does she know him? So I'm interested to see where they go with that. And we see that, you know, the military princess is obviously deceiving a lot of people, and it's gonna be an all-out war, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait. But at the same time, they want to avoid conflict, because conflict is only going to make, you know, go against the laws of physics even more and disturb the equilibrium even more. It's going to destroy the world, essentially, right? So they want to do this without fighting. I'm just really interested. Obviously they have to, but I'm really interested how this show is going to end. I'm already looking forward to the conclusion. It's piqued my interest enough to make me, I'm going to watch it no matter what happens now, because I want to see how this all plays out. So, as always, guys, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time, and peace.